Hey, it's been super lazy today. I've been super lazy today. It's been like rainy all day and it feels really strange right now. Whoa, because it's getting dark and it's all rainy looking. And then there's some like sun. I really don't know how to describe it. It's making me feel weird. There's like sun shining on the tops of the trees, but the sky is dark and below is dark. I don't even know where the sun is coming from. It just looks weird. I'm watching some show. It's way too loud right now. I shall pause it. I'm watching a show called 4400 on Netflix, and I swear I've seen it before. I looked it up from 2004 to 2007, so I mean it could make sense that I've seen it. And as I'm watching it, like everything seems so familiar, but I at the same time don't remember watching this show. And I don't know what's gonna happen. So here's a little update. 8 days later, I have received an email from my dad. I won't say exactly what it says. It was a short reply basically explaining that they've been having a hard time with it and that I will be getting a letter from my mom soon. So yeah. It's nice to finally get a reply, and I understand that it's hard for them. I don't really know what's going through their heads. Hi, Bibar. Hi. So I felt like talking about something that I know that some people have been wondering about. What are Isaac and I going to be doing? I kind of explained this before, but there's kind of a more, not really solid plan, but we've just talked about more what's going to be going on. We're going to unfortunately, stay living in this house. That's like the last thing I wanted to do, is live in this house, but it's the best idea. We can keep saving money and then eventually have our own bank accounts, and we'll be able to pay off like the car, and that'll be done. And he says that I can have the car eventually, and hopefully he can get one of his own. But as for right now, we're going to be saving, eventually getting me a computer, because as of now we only have this is his computer. I've been kind of keeping my eye on Craigslist for some used MacBooks. I do not care what anyone says. I've been through the PC life. Never want to go back there. As cheap as they are, they're cheap for a reason. I know people are going to defend them like crazy. I used to defend them like crazy even when I was like screaming at mine. But yeah, I'm not going to go into that little argument there. But anyway, we're comfortable enough living with each other. I mean, we've been living together for 3 years, and honestly not much has changed. So we're just gonna slowly become more independent. It's not cheap to live on your own, and neither of us are in the position where we can afford to do that right now. I kind of talked about maybe moving into a 2-bedroom. We'd each have our own room, but that'd just be waste of money. We're just gonna continue what we're doing and hope for the best. I've had a lot of people questioning, whether or not I was bisexual. I understand the idea of like sexuality being fluid and you don't need to label things. And sure, I've like made a connection with a guy, but there's just still something missing. And I feel like if there is a scale or whatever, I'm not really quite in that middle area enough to be happy with pretending things. I can't explain it. I have a hard time explaining this. But as a married couple, Isaac and I don't do that well together. And then you have those comments like, how do you know if you've never tried it? Which is one of the stupidest arguments. I'm sorry. It's one of the dumbest arguments, because a lot of kids know like whether they're straight or not based off of just who they frickin' like. And I don't know where this whole like, you don't know unless you tried it thing came from, but a lot of people say that. And it doesn't make sense to me. And I almost feel like it's none of your business. But on the other hand, I kind of feel like defending myself and saying that I haven't exactly had just like a heterosexual life. I'm not really going to go into detail, and I don't feel like it's anybody's business. You guys have to remember that I was like 18, 19 when I first started talking to Isaac. I don't remember my age exactly, but there was still time before that for me to experience things in my life. That's enough about that. I have a lot of stuff, like I feel weighed down by all kinds of emotions right now and frustration from work. I'm just like, ugh, I'm just, no.
Il subsiste un vrai mystère qui tarabuste l'univers, c'est le Didi Wa Didi. Et le Didi Wa Didi. Est-ce qu'ici quelqu'un sait ce que le Didi Wa Didi est?